Welcome back to Africa 54. I'm Vincent McCory in Washington. Now, the Trump administration is considering whether or not to allow imports of some African elephant hunting trophies into the United States. Initial reports that the administration might lift an existing ban on these imports sparked widespread outrage, with the president tweeting that a decision would be put on hold until officials could assess the most recent conservation data. It has reignited the debate over big game trophy hunting, with many conservation groups condemning the practice as inhumane, while others see it as economically beneficial with broader implications for wildlife conservation. VOA's Elizabeth Chernoff has more.
For now, American sport hunters overseas cannot bring their African elephant trophies back into the United States. The topic made news after the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service posted this statement, appearing to lift the current ban on elephant trophy imports from Zimbabwe and Zambia. After widespread backlash, the president and his interior secretary took to Twitter, saying they needed more time to review conservation facts before making a policy decision. The practice of trophy hunting sparked global controversy in 2015 after an American doctor killed the renowned Cecil the lion, raising tough questions for hunting advocates and conservationists alike.
There is an argument from many people that hunting can bring revenues to poor people and communities living in Africa. And at the same time, it's assumed then that the enforcement mechanisms are in place to ensure that this is done properly. And what we've seen, for example, with the shooting of Cecil, is that the systems don't actually work very well.
Ethical issues of big game hunting are the focus of a recent documentary titled Trophy. It examines how the hunting industry is financing the breeding of endangered species by exploiting a small percentage for the thrill of the kill while conserving the rest, according to filmmaker Shaul Schwartz.
That's kind of the idea of utilizing animals in this, if it pays, it stays way. Now, is that the answer? I don't know. I'm here to raise questions, but I think what we should do in this subject is be less quick to judge and scream.
Chris Moore, an anti-poaching activist from Zimbabwe, says big game hunting can offer local African communities meat and money.
Half of that trophy fee goes back in to building a clinic or school or whatever the community decides. They have committees and a trust which organizes where that goes.
But animal rights groups are not convinced that the costs outweigh the benefits.
Ironically, the most revenue that these areas would earn is if the animals were alive. They earn drastically more money from tourism, particularly ecotourism, from people who want to see these animals alive and in the wild.
Trump administration officials say a decision on elephant trophy hunting policy will be issued in the coming weeks. Elizabeth Chernoff, VOA News, Washington.
The people of Nsukka in Enugu State, southeast Nigeria, are predominantly agrarian and have, over time, gained popularity for one of their farm produce, the yellow pepper. The produce is a source of income to them, but they are sure of more bountiful harvest if they mechanize their method.
With an estimated population of about 2 million, Nsukka is also a major agricultural hub in the southeastern state of Enugu. Nsukka is especially renowned for the production of a special species of pepper, yellow pepper, highly sought after in different parts of the country and beyond. From subsistence cultivation in the backyard of almost every household, in over a decade it's grown into a major agricultural industry in the area.
My family and I have been doing this business for years. Our customers come from different parts of this country. Sometimes they even pay extra to have us as customer. Our type of pepper is unique. That is why people like it.
Here at the Ikpa market, women with their babies carried on their backs conduct a selection process to meet the demands of customers in other parts of the country.
We have a lot of challenges now because it is dry season. There is need for constant manual irrigation. Pest control, fertilizers, and tractors are some of what we need to produce in large quantity. Government involvement will go a long way to make things better.
Although it's considered a lucrative business, the production of yellow pepper is characterized by enormous challenges.
We have a lot of challenges in our own farm. As of now, I can say that governor is trying, but there's a way we are the farmers are lacking a lot of things, something like machineries and water borehole. Now, I'm using manual. I can able to produce 2 tons. If I thought that government can help us and give us machineries, which I talk about tractor, I can produce 10 or 15 tons per month.
Sometimes we buy it, the thing will be, before reaching Lagos or Aba or Onitsha, the thing will have problem. Sometimes before the pepper reach Lagos, the motor may spoil because of bad road.
Considering the concerns raised by the farmers and merchants, the Enugu State Government and the Nsukka Chamber of Commerce will do well to address the immediate problems if the dream of exporting the products for markets in the US and the UK is to be realized.
It's time now for a short break, as we do remind you to visit our website, channelstv.com, for news and programming around the clock. You can also find us at youtube.com/channelsweb. Still to come, the 60th anniversary of the first teaching hospital in Nigeria, UCH Ibadan, celebrates its legacy and addresses the challenges ahead. That story after the break.